Habits of a weak mindset. Strong people aren't defined by muscles or money, but by mindset. And the truth is, most people lose the battle in their own head, long before they lose in life. Mindset is the invisible engine behind every success and every failure. It's not what you face, but how you think about it. But here's the problem. Weak mindsets don't appear out of nowhere. They form through habits. Small, repeated choices that erode resilience, confidence, and growth. In this video, we'll break down the habits of a weak mindset, and more importantly, how to recognize and replace them. You'll learn the daily patterns that quietly weaken your thinking, why comfort often disguises itself as weakness, real-life examples of mindset traps, and the framework to build a stronger, unshakable mindset. By the end, you'll see the habits holding you back and know how to break free. Habit 1. Constant complaining. The first habit of a weak mindset is constant complaining. Complaining feels good in the moment. It releases frustration. It makes us feel like victims with an audience. But it does nothing to solve problems. Psychologists call this learned helplessness. The more you complain, the more powerless you feel. And the more powerless you feel, the more you complain. Strong mindsets don't ignore problems. They face them. Weak mindsets dwell in them. Habit 2. Fear of failure. The second habit is avoiding failure at all costs. Weak mindsets treat failure as evidence they're not good enough. Strong mindsets see failure as proof they're learning. Think about it. Every innovator, every leader, every creator failed dozens of times before they succeeded. Avoiding failure feels safe, but it keeps you stuck. Growth requires risk. And without risk, there is no progress. Habit 3. Seeking constant approval. The third habit is living for approval. Weak mindsets chase likes, praise, validation. Every decision passes through the filter of, what will people think? But here's the truth. The more you chase approval, the less respect you hold. Because respect is earned by authenticity, not performance. Strong mindsets don't ignore feedback. They just don't live for it. They know approval is fleeting, but self-respect lasts. Habit 4. Avoiding discomfort. The fourth habit of a weak mindset is avoiding discomfort. Comfort zones feel safe, but comfort is a slow trap. The longer you stay in it, the weaker you become. Weak mindsets avoid hard conversations, new challenges, tough decisions. Strong mindsets lean into them, because growth only lives on the other side of discomfort. Habit 5. Blaming others. The fifth habit is blaming others. Weak mindsets search for excuses. The boss, the economy, the system, the timing. And while those factors may be real, blaming them steals your agency. It convinces you that you have no power to change. Strong mindsets take ownership, not because everything is their fault, but because ownership is the only path to control. Habit 6. Neglecting growth. The sixth habit is neglecting growth. Weak mindsets think they've learned enough. They stop reading, stop practicing, stop seeking new skills. But stagnation is decline. The world moves forward, and if you don't grow, you fall behind. Strong mindsets treat growth as oxygen. They stay curious, they keep learning, they sharpen themselves daily. Habit 7. Quitting too soon. The final habit of a weak mindset is quitting too soon. Weak mindsets stop at the first obstacle, the first setback, the first no. They confuse delay with defeat. But strong mindsets persist. They know resistance is part of progress. They push until the wall cracks. Because the truth is, most success doesn't come to the smartest, but to the most consistent. Complaining, fear of failure, seeking approval, avoiding discomfort, blaming others, neglecting growth, quitting too soon. These are the habits of a weak mindset. And the more you feed them, the weaker you become. But the moment you break them, you reclaim your power, you rebuild resilience, and you transform weakness into strength. Because mindset is a choice, and every day you're either reinforcing weakness or building strength. So ask yourself, which habits will you keep? And which will you break starting today? If this opened your eyes, imagine what applying it this week could do. For more insights on mindset, resilience, and power, subscribe to Truth Curve, because the next video may give you the breakthrough you've been waiting for.